This is Lesson 107 in Saxon's 3rd edition, Algebra 1. And this lesson is going to cover two things. The first, lines parallel to a given line, and then finding the equation of a line with a given slope. Alright, when you have lines that are parallel to each other, that means that they do not touch ever. They're not going to cross. And if that is the case, then they're going to, for instance, have the same slope. Alright, so this tells us that this given line is y equals 2x minus 1. That means that the slope is 2. And we're going to try to find the equation of the line that is parallel to that passes through the point negative 2, 3. So to do that, we're going to use our slope-intercept equation, y equals mx plus b. We know what y is, it's 3. We know that m is 2, it's the slope. And we know that x is negative 2 plus b. 3 equals negative 4 plus b. And if we add 4 to both sides, we see that b is equal to 7. So the line that would be parallel to this would be y equals 2x plus 7. Alright, let's start on 7 on the y-axis, go up 2 over 1, and from 7 let's go down 2, 1 to the left, have more room on this graph, down 2 over 1, down 2 over 1. And you can see that when we draw our line, connect these dots, it is a parallel line to y equals 2x minus 1. So the y-intercept is going to be different, but the slope is going to be the same. Let's do another. Find the equation of the line 4x plus 3y equals 7. Well, the first thing we have to do is get that into finding out what the slope is. So we subtract 4x from both sides because y has got to be alone over here. We have 3y equals negative 4x plus 7. Then when we divide both sides by 3, we find that y is equal to negative 4/3 x plus 7. Alright, so negative 4/3 is our slope. So if we're going to try to find y equals mx plus b, and we know that m is negative 4/3, I'm just going to put that in parentheses. And here, if this is our set of points, then negative 3 is the y point, and negative 1 is the x plus b. So negative 3 is equal to positive 4/3, because negative 4/3 times negative 1. Alright, so let's change this negative 3 to something with a denominator of 3. So that would be negative 9 over 3 equals 4/3 plus b. And when I subtract 4/3 from both sides, I'm going to find that b is equal to negative 13 over 3, not 7. Negative 13 over 3. And then I have found the equation of the line that is parallel to this line. Okay, let's do the next one. In this section of the lesson, we're talking about equation of the line with a given slope. So in this case, you're going to be given the slope. Find the equation of the line that passes through the point 3, 4 and has a slope of negative 3, 4. Now we're going to do this the same way as we just did the last two problems, because if you have a parallel line, you are sort of given your slope, because whatever it comes out to be, the m comes out to be in that line, it's going to be also, m is going to be the same thing in this line. So, if y equals mx plus b and it has a slope of negative 3/4, then I can say y is equal to negative 3/4 x plus b. Now, I'm going to use the point 3, x3, and y4 to algebraically solve this for b. So I have 4 equals negative 3/4 times 3 plus b. So what I'm going to have is 4 equals negative 9 over 4 plus b. Since 4 is my denominator, I've got to get something over here with 4 as a denominator. And 4, to equal 4, the whole number, that would have to be 16 over 4. Now here, I'm going to have to add 9/4 on both sides to get b by itself. When I do, I've eliminated that. 16 plus 9 is 25 over 4 is equal to b. So I find that the equation of this line is going to be y equals negative 3/4 x plus 25 over 4. In problems like this, it's much easier to use the formula than it is to graph, because 25 over 4 would equal 6 1/4, which is very difficult to exactly pinpoint graph. That's why we have the formulas. Okay, in this example, find the equation of the line that passes through the point negative 511 and has a slope of 1/7. Alright, so if y equals mx plus b and the slope is 1/7, now I know the y and the x, so I'm going to put those in. I'm going to get 11 equals negative 5 over 7 plus b. So I have a denominator of 7, so I need to convert this 11 to something over 7 that would still equal 11. That would be 77 over 7 equals negative 5 over 7 plus b. And then I'm going to add 5/7 to both sides. And I find that b is equal to 82 over 7. So then now the equation of my line is y equals 1/7 x plus 82 over 7. So this is telling me that no matter what the point, y and x, this is going to be the equation of the line once I plot those 2 points. Okay, another example. Find the equation of the line that passes through the point negative 50, negative 40 and has a slope of negative 1/2. Alright, y is negative 40 equals negative 1/2 times negative 50 plus b. I'm going to do the math here. Negative 40 is equal to positive 50 over 2. 50 over 2 plus b. Negative 40 equals 50 over 2 is 25 plus b. And now I'm going to need to subtract 25 from both sides. And I get negative 65, is equal to b. So then the equation of this line that passes through this point would be y equals negative 1/2 x minus, sorry about that. I had that written incorrectly. It's not negative 50, negative 40. It's positive 40. So here, I'm going to do everything on this side, on the right-hand side, the same. When I subtract 25, though, I don't get negative 65. What I actually get is 15. 40 minus 25 is 15. So then my equation is going to equal y equals negative 1/2 x plus 15. Alright, let's do our practice problems. Every one of these practice problems is going to say find the equation of the line that passes through, and in A we have the point negative 1, 2, and is parallel to y equals negative 3x plus 1. Alright, so if we know that it's parallel to this, then it's going to have the same slope, right? So I'm going to do my new formula for my new line, y equals mx plus b, and I know that m is negative 3, and I'm going to insert x is negative 1 and y is 2 plus b. 2 equals negative 3 times negative 1 is 3 plus b. I'm going to subtract 3 from both sides, and I find that b is equal to negative 1. So then the equation of the line that is parallel to this would be y equals negative 3x minus 1. Alright, let's do the next. Find the equation of the line that passes through the point negative 2, negative 3, and is parallel to 3x plus 2y equals 5. Now on this one, I'm going to have to move this 3x and then put it in correct form. So I get 2y equals, and this is what I mean by correct form. I'm going to write this negative 3x first, plus 5. Now I've got to divide everything by 2, and I find that y is equal to negative 3 over 2x plus 5 over 2. That's my original line, and I did that because I needed to find this slope, because it's going to be parallel, so it's going to have the same slope. So y is equal to negative 3 over 2x plus b. Now I'm going to use these 2 points. Negative 3 equals negative 3 over 2 times negative 2 over 1 plus b. Do the math, and negative times negative is positive. These 2's cross cancel, so I get 3 plus b. I'm going to need to subtract 3 from both sides, and I find that b is equal to negative 6. So then the equation of this parallel line would be y equals, same slope, negative 3 over 2x minus 6. Okay, a couple more. Find the equation of the line that passes through the point 2, 3, and has a slope of negative 2, 5. Y equals negative 2/5 x plus b. And then I'm going to put these points in. 3 equals negative 2/5 times 2 over 1 plus b. 3 equals negative 4/5 plus b. Now I have a denominator of 5, so I need a denominator of 5 over here. The only thing that would equal 3 with a denominator of 5 is 15 over 5 equals negative 4/5 plus b. So I'm going to have to add 4/5 to both sides. And I find that b is equal to 19/5. So then now I can write the equation of the line. Y equals negative 2/5 x plus 19 over 5. And that's the equation of this new line. Let's do one more. find the equation of the line that passes through the point negative 3, 7 and has a slope of 1/4. Alright, so y equals 1/4 x plus b. 7, put my points in, equals 1/4 times negative 3 over 1 plus b. 7 equals negative 3/4 plus b. Now I've got to get a common denominator here. 7 over 1 equals what over 4? Well, it would be 28. So 28 over 4 equals negative 3/4 plus b. Add 3/4 to both sides. And I find b is equal to 31 over 4. So the equation of this line is going to be y equals 1/4 x plus 31 over 4. So don't stop when you find b. To get the correct answer for your problem, you have to write out the equation of the new line. Alright, good job. I'll see you next week for lesson 108.